We're going to be making Moroccan seafood. It is a nice spicy stew, and I would suggest that you pair it with my saffron quinoa with dried apricots, almonds, and fresh spinach. Now I've chopped up some tomatoes and sliced some onions, and I've got a pound of fresh wild shrimp here that I've cut in half lengthwise, and some beautiful preserved lemons. These are filled with flavor. This is very, very Moroccan. It's in a lot of Moroccan dishes. I'm going to start by chopping these up, and I'm just going to slice them in half lengthwise and then lengthwise again, because I'd like to remove the little core section. This is kind of tough, and get rid of some of the seeds. I'm just going to move those over to the side and just cross slice them. And you may miss a few seeds. Don't kill yourself over it. It's okay. They won't kill you. But these have been soaked in brine, so they're really, the skins are really soft. They're really, really briny, and they've got a good kick to them because they've been brined with these hot peppers. They add a terrific flavor profile to seafood or chicken, or even beef or lamb. There's a lot you can do with them. I'm also going to chop up these peppers, but not all of them. I'm actually going to slice them lengthwise, and I'd like to get rid of some of the seeds because the seeds are super hot. Just pop this right back into the bowl, and I'm going to place it by the stove because that's where we're going to need it. It'll go in almost last. Now, a little bit of fresh greenery, some fresh cilantro, and I'm also going to use parsley. Now, whenever I cut meat or fish, I always use a different cutting board, and I like this hard plastic one because I can just throw it right into the dishwasher. I've got these beautiful scallops. I'm just going to slice them in half lengthwise, and I do that because I want all of my seafood to cook at the same rate, so it has to have about the same volume as the shrimp does. Into the bowl it goes, and I'm just going to place this one by the stove as well. Now I've preheated my pan over medium-high heat, and I'm just going to add a couple of different olive oils. This is a harissa infused olive oil, so it is super, super spicy. So I am going to use just a little bit of that, about a tablespoon, maybe not even. I don't want to make the dish too hot because I know that my lemons are spicy. And I'm going to cut it with a little bit of prontoio, which is an extra virgin olive oil. And that has a nice green flavor, so the two will mix beautifully together. To that, I'm going to add a couple of large sliced onions. Going to give that a saute around the pan. Once the onions become opaque or almost opaque, go ahead and add your spices. I'm adding a nice generous pinch of saffron. That's going to give it wonderful flavor and also lovely yellow color. A little bit of ground ginger, and one of my personal favorites, cumin. And I'm just moving those around the pan. That's going to toast them up nicely. Now in go my shrimp. Just going to give them a quick little stir around the pan. Just to mix them in with the onions. Then I'm going to add my scallops. And this is all going to happen really quickly from here. About 2 cups of chopped tomatoes. I'm going to sprinkle about a teaspoon of salt all around the pan. Bring up all those wonderful flavors. And now I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. I'm adding it now because garlic has the tendency to burn, so I never saute it with my onions. I always add it close to the end of the dish. About 1/2 cup or so of sliced black olives. You could use green if you like, if they're your preference. Now the magic touch, the preserved lemons. Lemony and spicy and briny, they are going to pair beautifully with the seafood. Now I'm just going to cover it and turn down my heat to low and let it simmer for just a few minutes because the seafood is actually almost done. Now I've transferred everything to my work surface, and the last thing that I'm going to do for my Moroccan seafood is stir in the parsley and the cilantro. Nice and green, beautifully fragrant. Give it just a stir in. I do that absolutely last because I really want to keep it nice and green. That green flavor just adds so much to the flavor profile. And it adds a lot to the nutrient profile as well. Now I'm going to just take my seafood and I'm going to just scoop it right on to this beautiful plate. As soon as I get a few scoops on here, I'm going to pick up the pan and pour the rest, but it's hot, so I want to be careful. Look at all those beautiful colors. That not only means flavor, but it means lots of nutrition. Now that I've got that going, I'm just going to take the rest slowly, slowly. And to the table it goes.